right there on the hill. Look. Oh yeah, a whole herd of them coming out. Right here between these. I just heard him chuckling. Oh yeah. Right in that notch right there. Yep. So we just got here to Wyoming, about a 7-hour trip over, and plowed up about 30 miles of dirt road. Just pulled in. It's been pouring rain on us. We set up a little mini shelter to get all of our gear packed up, and it's getting toward dusk, so we're gonna walk in the dark, but we've got an elk, a bull, and several of his cows right over here on the hillside, and he's bugling. So we're excited to get up the hill and get camp set up, and hopefully we'll get some live action in the morning with the bulls in full rut. So be fun. Later. That was fun. But we're gonna set up camp here. Ready for the morning hunt. It's like government work. How many guys you need this morning? Let's see if we can see some elk. It's so windy we're not gonna be able to hear much, but plan is to head up on this ridge up here, and we can kind of overlook a burn and see if we can see some elk moving around. So we're gonna head out. It's probably about a mile up there, and then see what we can see. Here we go. Normally this time of morning you'd be heading down drainage. The sun's starting to hit us, so it's just swirling right now. It's really hard. We're just trying to locate elk right now, and then we'll kind of play the wind, but it's just all over the place right now, which is, and it's a really windy morning because we had a storm blow through here last night, so it's hard to hear the elk too with it this windy. That's why we're probably not hearing many bugles this morning. They probably can't hear me, and I can't hear them. So, just came over the edge of this canyon. That's where these bulls just came out of. There's a bunch of water in the bottom. We found it on our scouting trip this year. And we jumped some bulls then too. Surprising on September 9th that we have seven or eight bulls still bachelored up, but they didn't have any cows with them, and came right out of the bottom of this water. Headed back up to that bedding area that we had passed this morning, so crazy. September 9th. No cows with the bulls. Hopefully they're just satellites. 10:45. We saw some elk this morning, some bulls, but no cows and calves yet. So we're trying to figure out a strategy here to think. It's just so dang windy. We got trees falling everywhere in this burn. We're trying to figure out the best strategy to hunt this afternoon. Maybe just conserve some energy and wait till this wind is supposed to die down tonight. But today we're kind of hosed. So let's go get some timber where we can hear a little better. It's not so windy. Yeah. And out of the burn timber so we don't get crushed. In the afternoon right now, and plan is to head up on this ridge a little lower than we went this morning. Most of the sign we saw was going off into this timber on this backside, so we're just gonna slip over and down. There's a rock outcropping we're gonna try and get up on and see if we can see anything, kind of get the lay of the land. But our plan tonight, this afternoon and tonight, is to slip over into this timber area and just see if we can catch something bugling. And we see some open meadows and hopefully some water down there. Maybe they'll come feed out into that. So that's our game plan right now. Signal ice on takeoff. Just had 2 great big 6 points jump out from underneath us. No way to know. They were just right off this edge. First one was a smoker bull, huge bull. No cows. These 2 bulls were all by themselves still. Just feeding up through this timber here. So. Up higher. There's 2 more up here that look like the bigger ones coming across. Yeah, coming across. He's not the big one though. None of those are good, but the one to the right that went over with those 2, he was a much better bull. Dude, I hope and pray those are just satellites. September 9th. It's 40 degrees outside. Yeah, bull's still bachelor up. Well, that was exciting. There's 8 bulls in that little group. First one looked to be like a shooter. The rest of them were a bit, gotta get out of this wind a little. Rest of them were just raghorns. We're hoping that they're all raghorns and that there's a bigger bull of cows. But kind of jumped them. I had the one at 45 yards. Just a small 6 point. But at least we saw some elk, which is awesome. And some big bulls. All right, I was able to get a little intel on the forecast. Got coverage right up on top of this rock. Obviously breezy today. Tomorrow's supposed to be really nice. No wind. Wednesday we got rain in the morning and a little breezy. Thursday's a little breezy. Friday's beautiful. And Saturday's nice with a little breeze. So
what's a little breeze?
I don't know. It says breezy today too. 40 to 50 mile an hour.
Will it blow you off that rock?
We basically have 2 days this week, tomorrow and Friday, that are the non-breezy days. So gotta find our elk today so we can put a play on them tomorrow. So, it's nice, it's just breezy. Can't hear anything. Well, we got a game plan. Yes. Solid. One thing Chris wants to do is he wants to go over to this rock outcropping on a morning, the one on the left, so you can glass into that burn. He's seen a lot of elk in there before. He'd also have a really good vantage point back. The left one.
The big steep one?
Yeah. He's been on that before. It's called Something Peak. Okay, this is a good time to pause and talk about a strategy for success, brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. You know, Mark, one of the things, we didn't anticipate all of this wind, and we didn't anticipate that bulls would be still bachelored up on September 9th. And so one of the things we've been talking about is just adapting to our conditions. Like we usually get up high on these spots and glass. We can't hardly even glass because it's so windy. So we've got to switch our tactics a bit and maybe focus a little bit more on ambush and some areas where they're going to be transitioning into their feeding areas tonight, dropping down in the timber where it's not so windy, and hopefully, you know, being able to see where they're wallowing and resting for the day, and then intercepting them as they get to their bedding area.
One thing that I think they didn't do today that they'll typically do is we obviously know they come and bed on these north faces, but I don't think they transitioned as much into the feeding area last night because of all the rain, and therefore they didn't kind of do their normal transition back into the timber. I think they just stayed put and are just kind of being tight-lipped right now. So I think one of the strategies too is to kind of get down the timber. We'll cut down the wind a little bit, and we can get down there and maybe something will spout off a little later tonight. But.
Yeah. Sounds like our plan for tonight. He's splitting a 6. It's 87 yards. Yeah, looks like it. Got our wind. That's the problem we're gonna have. It's just a little 5-point with little stickers on the 6th. Looks like he was all by himself. Just stick that in the back like you did before. Alright, it's about 6:15. We were just glassing this burn across the way, kind of opposite to where we were this morning, and we found a really nice big bull, herding about 10 or 15 cows. There's several satellites. They're bugling. It looks like they're running really hard over there. So we're just trying to get a better view at him and see how big he is. I think he's definitely a shooter. Kind of trying to put a game plan in place for in the morning. I don't think we'll be able to reach him tonight, but it's good news. We found some rutting elk, and definitely in a killable spot. So see if we can see him. Maybe get some digoscope of him. Yeah, he's a mature 6-point, really nice swords, big back split. Yeah, it'd be awesome if we could get on him. I'd be stoked to have him. He's dark horn. He's got a lot of mass. His thirds are just a little short, but everything else is just fantastic. 350 class bull for sure. So yeah, he looks really good. If we can figure out how to get in on him. You may not appreciate it on the camera, but this thing was ripping today. I haven't hunted elk in that strong a wind in a long time. Yeah, it was probably 50, 60 mile an hour gusts, I would say. And, overall, a good day. We saw 8 bulls this morning, bachelor bulls. Saw one close in the trees, a little 6x6. Jumped one coming out tonight, and then we saw the herd with 3 bulls in there with a couple spikes plus. So overall, good day despite the heavy winds. Couldn't have gone much better, actually. We're excited about tomorrow.
Well, we told you in the last episode we had a special treat, and hopefully you're going to see over the next couple episodes here how awesome Jeff and Mark are. And believe it or not, they're not brothers. Just kidding. Donnie and I used that one, and we're not actually brothers, but Jeff and Mark are twin brothers. And if you followed Elk101 at all over the last 8 or 10 years, you probably know Jeff and Mark. They've been involved literally since the beginning, and they're huge fitness, conditioning, nutrition gurus, especially when it comes to hunting the backcountry. So on Elk101, they've provided countless articles on getting in elk shape for elk hunting, nutrition in the backcountry, those sort of things. And they practice what they preach. Those guys are in amazing shape. And that was one of the concerns I had. We actually had Drew come out from Georgia to film their hunt. And when I was talking to Drew on the phone, I was mentioning to him, hey, these guys get after it, and you're going to have to make sure you're in shape. Mark and Jeff run the Extreme Spartans, and when I said that, Drew kind of perked up. He's like, oh, I've ran Spartans, I love it. So I knew he had a good fit there, and we'll see if he can keep up with them here over the next several days in the backcountry in Wyoming. One of the things that they're running into is wind, and Wyoming's definitely known for wind, but this wind is brutal. They're seeing 50, 60 mile an hour gusts and can't hear a bugle. The bulls are still bachelored up, so got a lot of obstacles to overcome here. But I put a little pressure on Jeff and said, hey, if you kill an elk in Wyoming, we're going to give away a YETI 210 cooler. And if I know Jeff, somebody's going to be winning a cooler here in the next couple days. So Jeff and Mark are both involved in parts of the University of Elk Hunting online course in the physical conditioning modules. They actually created an outline and a workout for getting in elk shape. So if you're not yet a member of the University of Elk Hunting online course, be sure and sign up, especially right now. You can use the promo code DESTINATION, and it's going to save you $20. You're going to get 20 extra entries in the elk truck giveaway, and we're going to send you a free Destination Elk shirt if you order before the end of November. So sign up, just go to elk101.com/online course, and do us a favor, right down here, just go down and subscribe to the Elk101 YouTube channel. Click the like button if you like this video, and share it with your friends. Just help us continue to grow and be able to do what we're doing here. Again, stay tuned because Jeff gets after it, and you're going to want to follow him along, because actually following him in the woods, as Drew probably is going to find out, is not all that easy. But we'll see you back here tomorrow night, same time, and we'll check in on them, see how their next day in Wyoming is going. Before we go, though, we've got to talk about our gear giveaway, because every single day of Destination Elk V2, we are giving away awesome gear. And today we're giving away package number 3, which is the YETI Rambler 18 ounce, the Destination Elk inspired Bugleberry Ignite, which is 100% sold out. You can't get your hands on this other than commenting below and winning this package. And then package 3 also includes the Bully Bull Extreme, the 3-pack of diaphragms. And again, all you have to do to enter is just comment right down here in today's video. Also, don't forget, you can go to elk101.com/Destination Elk and just fill out your name and email, hit submit in the form there, and you're going to get an extra entry in every single giveaway every day. So if you don't want to comment every day, go to the website, put your name in there. You're going to get 1 entry in every day's giveaway. And if you comment every day, that doubles your chances. So we'll see you back here tomorrow as we follow along and see if Drew can keep up with Jeff and Mark in Wyoming's backcountry.